Hello lovelies, thank you for stopping in. Today I wanted to show you one of my favorite looks. It's very simple, it's very matte, and it's great for people who work long shifts and they don't really care to blot their face throughout the day. I tend to be one of those people. I don't like to have to run to the bathroom to check to see if I'm shiny. If I am, I usually just kind of leave it as it is. I don't really care. So this is a great way to set your makeup, do it in the morning, and not have to worry about it for the rest of the day. Here is the final makeup look. It is a light to medium coverage. So here's my naked face. Hello world. I'm going to start off with my full flawless face brush from bareMinerals. At this point, I have put on moisturizer, and I just use the Cerave Basic Moisturizer for your face. I start off with coating my full flawless face brush by Bare Essentials with Milk of Magnesia. I have it in that little It's a 10 bottle. It is amazing. A lot of makeup artists use it to help people with oily skin. I use this every single day. It is amazing. It makes a gigantic difference. After I put that thin layer and it dries, I like using the Mercier primer. It is the foundation primer, nothing too fancy. This one is a little bit expensive, but I really like it. I think it makes a big difference for oily skin. So I put that all over my face, and I move on to my MAC Face and Body foundation. I love this. It is a light coverage. Yay, I love it. See? It is a light coverage, it is buildable, and it is a really cool formula. I'm in the shade C1, and because I wanted this to be quick, I just put the foundation on my hand, and truly I think this is the best way to apply this foundation. It's very thin, and it becomes tacky after you rub it for a while. It is very interesting and I like it a lot, and I think that using a brush does not get the full effect from this makeup. So it will get thick and you'll feel it on your skin, and it just starts to kind of pull at your skin. This is the best way to apply this particular foundation in my opinion. I like to do big areas, so I kind of quarter my face or do it into thirds more or less. I do my cheeks and kind of rub the formula in until it starts to get that thickness and pull at your skin. And then I do my forehead and kind of fill in all of the little areas like my eyelids, around my nose, and I use my fingers to kind of move it onto my neck, jawline, and around my hairline. Then I use my little damp beauty blender and just make sure that any areas that my fingers didn't do a good job, it just smooths it out and makes it even. As you can see, very light coverage. At this point, I like my MAC Studio Fix Concealer. My MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I put a quick pump on my hand, and I use my finger to dab it as a highlight and concealer. This is the shade NW15. I am quite fair, and this is their lightest shade, and it's still not quite light enough for my liking. However, it does the job. I just dab it in my under eye area, on my nose and on my forehead, and then I just dab it in with my damp beauty blender. This is the best way to do it. I like having just a very few tools to do my entire face. So this is a very quick, easy, long-lasting, gorgeous way to set your makeup. So at this point, I take my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the shade Cameo. This is a really fine milled powder that you can get online. I love it. I really like the luxury powders. It sets incredibly well, and using the beauty blender allows it to get all the way to your skin. It is a damp beauty blender, so it will keep all of your fine hairs on your face from getting that powder. At this point, I'm using my mineralized foundation from MAC. I am in the shade Light. It's the Mineralized Skin Finish, It's very light, and I use my Real Techniques setting brush to get a little bit more dense coverage. At this point, I use a little bit of contour using my e.l.f. Fit Blush brush and a Smashbox matte bronzer. I don't mind using this as a contour color just because it's so matte and it's really neutral. It's in the shade Suntan Matte from Smashbox. I just put that really quickly in my cheekbones, the hollows of my cheekbones, around my hairline, under my chin. Next, I do my blush with my Real Techniques blush brush and using my MAC Cubic blush, which I adore right now. I really love it. It's very soft, very natural, nothing too heavy or attention grabbing. And I really like that about it. So I dab that along my cheekbones, and I do it around my brow bones a little bit also. At this point, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. I'm using a Beauty 360 brush, a little eyeliner brush, with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Blonde. I love this stuff. I love this brush with it. This brush I got at the store. I think it was a Walgreens or something. It was incredibly cheap. It has lasted me quite a long time. I'm pretty pleased with it. So I just quickly do my eyebrows. I always start at the bottom and kind of define that area, and then I meet it with the corner and fill it in there. Try not to use too much product. It is easy to get a little crazy. I just use the product to define the outer edges, and then use the excess on the brush to fill it in. And I never dip back in when I'm going to my the middle of my brow there. I like to just use excess and brush it out, make it smooth, without adding too much product, kind of like that gradient look. I have such sparse brows. It's painfully obvious here. Yay! All done. At this point, I always take a little spoolie and brush out my brows. And this just kind of softens the edges and keeps it from looking too fake. At this point, I'm just going to put a quick little transition color in my crease with my MAC 224 brush. I'm using the color Soft Brown. I really like this just as a quick transition color. It's nothing too crazy. I'm just going to do a very quick color just to give it a little bit of dimension, but really nothing else. At this point, I use my e.l.f. Professional Bronzing Brush, and I put it in the eyeshadow Linen from MAC. I actually like this as a highlighter. I have had a few other highlighters that just didn't quite do as well. I like that just because of the shimmer isn't like goldy or anything. It's just really soft. And I did a quick Cupid bow highlight there also. At this point, I'm going to use my MAC 263 liner brush and my very, very cheap cream eyeliner from ELF, Eyes, Lips, Face, e.l.f. I believe this was only like $3. I love it. It is a great cream eyeliner. It doesn't transfer, and it works really well with my little MAC brush. Just going to start at the outer corner and make my little triangles. I do my wing however far I'd like, and I just make my triangle and fill that in. Okay, happy with my eyeliner. Fix my hair because it looks weird. Next, I go to my mascara that I really like enough to eat, I guess. My L'Oreal Telescopic. I use the color Blackest Black. It's great, adds lots of volume, super easy to apply. I absolutely love it. I do multiple layers. I think that waiting just a little bit before each layer gives it enough tackiness to build and creates great volume. I'm a big fan. Yay, finally done. And now I'm going to be using some lashes. Definitely optional, you don't have to use them. I like these from Coco, they're Bella. They do have a pretty thick band, so I only wear them occasionally, but they're new and I really like them, so I'm showing you them. I use my Duo eyelash adhesive in the clear white. Yes, my glue is everywhere. And now moving on to my NYX lip liner in the color Natural. I like NYX products. I think that their lip liners are great. If you want a lip color to last all day, I would highly recommend just using a lip liner and using that only, no gloss, anything like that. They last all day, they don't transfer. I have been dying to get my hands on some Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick and Dose of Colors lipstick that's really matte and they stay all day, I hear, but they are sold out and it's making me crazy. So I'll let you know how much I love them once I actually get my hands on some. But when it comes to lip color lasting all day, definitely use a lip liner. I chose to do a little bit of a NARS lip gloss here. I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for stopping in. Let me know if you recreate this look and tag me. Cheesy smile. Thanks guys. See you soon.